Good morning, dear students. Myself, Mrs. Bhamare ma'am from S.A.M Junior College, Nandurbar. Students, in our today's video, we are going to start the new lesson from prose section, that is 1.3, the cope and the anthem. Students, you can see the title, the cope and the anthem, on page number 27. Open your textbook, students, and open the page number 27. See the title, the cope and the anthem. Actually, the title does not give any clear idea about the content. Cope and the anthem both are nouns, and the word cope stands for a policeman, and anthem stands for a religious song, or we can say prayer, mostly that is sung in a church. We can just imagine that the text is related to the police and the religious song. But if we go through the text, we will get the clear idea about the text. But first of all, we will solve the icebreakers. Some activities are given on page number 27. Before starting the lesson, before learning the lesson and learning about the letter, let's solve these activities on page number 27. See the first activity. Suppose you have gone to a place where the winter season is very severe. Discuss with your partner the ways in which you would protect yourself in the cold climate. Of course, friends, here you are asked to give some ways to protect from the cold climate. Of course, there are so many ways through which we can protect ourselves from the cold climate. We can use warm woolen clothes, or we can sit near the fireplace. We can cover ourselves with warm blanket, and we can sit inside the cozy homes, that is home with doors and windows closed. Or some other ways are like do exercise and keep your body warm, or some people drink hot drinks and soups, as well as some people use room heaters, some take steam bath. There are such ways to protect ourselves from the cold climate. See the second activity. When you see a cope approaching, you feel either relieved or scared. Discuss with your partner the situation when you feel relieved or scared. See, two situations. Two feelings are given there actually. When you feel relieved and when you feel scared of the cop, the policeman. तुम्ही पोलिसमॅनला जेव्हा बघतात, कधीतरी तुम्हाला रिलीव्ह वाटतं, हायसं वाटतं, बरं वाटतं की अरे हां पोलीस दिसले. आणि एक सिच्युएशन अशी असते की त्यावेळी तुम्हाला पोलिसाला बघून भीती वाटते. सो ह्या दोन्ही फिलिंग्स कधी तुमच्या मनात येतात असा प्रश्न इथे विचारण्यात आला आहे. सी द एक्झाम्पल हॅज बीन गिवन. वेन यू आर वॉकिंग अलोन इन अ डार्क स्ट्रीट. सपोज एखाद्या डार्क स्ट्रीटवरून तुम्ही एकटेच जात आहेत आणि त्यावेळी समोर पोलिसमॅन दिसला, देन यू फील रिलीव्ड, कम्फर्टेबल. और वेन समबडी इज फॉलोविंग यू, कोणीतरी तुम्हाला फॉलो करतं आहे, एखादी अननोन व्यक्ती. ॲट दॅट टाईम वेन यू सी द कोप, द पोलिसमॅन, you will feel relieved, comfortable. Or when you saw a thief steal a friend's bag, stealing your money, or you missed the correct road. At that time, when you see the police in front of you, you feel relieved, comfortable. And when do you feel scared? One example has been given there. When you are riding a bike without a valid driving license, of course, तुमच्याजवळ व्हॅलिड ड्रायव्हर लायसन्स नसताना ज्यावेळी ड्रायव्हिंग करतात त्यावेळी तुम्ही पोलिसांना बघताच क्षणी घाबरतात, है ना. एनी अदर सिच्युएशन? सपोज you are driving a car on the wrong side. Suppose you broke the red signal at the crossing, or you are carrying more seats on your motorcycles, है ना. तर तुम्ही तुमच्या मोटरसायकलवरती जास्त सीट्स घेऊन जात असाल, त्यावेळी तुम्ही पोलिसाला बघून घाबरतात. Now, see the third activity. Discuss some of the motivating things that can change a person's life. One is given. See, the motivating things. Of course, there are so many motivating things. Inspiring things. Motivating things म्हणजे काय? Inspiring things that help to change our life. अशा भरपूर साऱ्या गोष्टी असतात की ज्यातनं आपण खूप इन्स्पायर होतो, मोटिवेट होतो. इनफॅक्ट सच थिंग्स गिव्ह टर्न टू अवर लाईफ. ह्या गोष्टींनी आपल्या आयुष्याला कलाटणे मिळते, हो ना. मग लिसनिंग टू अन इन्स्पायरिंग स्पीच. एखादं इन्स्पायरिंग स्पीच आपण ऐकतो. हल्ली बरेच विद्यार्थी असतात की यूट्यूबवरती बरेच इन्स्पायरिंग स्पीच ऐकतात. और अटेंडिंग करियर डेव्हलपमेंट अँड inspirational seminars, or reading success stories of eminent persons, autobiographies of great men and women, है ना. or participating extracurricular activities in a college, or participating in a social work. So, these are some motivating things that can change the person's life, है ना. Actually, why poet has asked these questions, asked to solve these activities. See the activities. First activities is related to the winter season. Second activity is related to the cop, policeman, to the feeling, and how do we feel when we see the policeman coming towards us. And the third one, motivating thing, inspirational thing. आपण या 3 ॲक्टिव्हिटीजचा जर विचार केला विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, तर आपल्याला एक गोष्ट इथे लक्षात येईल की ऑफकोर्स देर इज अ सिच्युएशन इन द स्टोरी, सिच्युएशन ऑफ विंटर सीझन, ॲटमॉस्फिअर ऑफ कोल्ड सीझन इज देअर. Of course, the story is about the cope and the anthem. Anthem means religious song. Of course, that may be inspirational. So, let's turn to the next page, that is page number 28. Before learning the story, let's learn something about the writer of the story. And O. Henry, that is William Sidney Porter, is the writer of this story, The Cope and the Anthem. Actually, O. Henry is a classical writer. O. Henry is an American writer and better known by his pen name O. Henry. William Sidney Porter. His original name is William Sidney Porter and is better known by his pen name, that is O. Henry. He was a voracious reader since childhood. Voracious reader means what? Reading extensively. Actually, he was very interested in reading. He started a humorous weekly, The Rolling Stone, and when the venture failed, he joined the Houston Post as a reporter, columnist and occasional cartoonist. Actually, त्याने स्वतःचं असं साप्ताहिक सुरू केलं होतं, द रोलिंग स्टोन नावाचं. इट वॉज ह्युमरस, बट when the venture failed, त्यात तो फेल झाला, he joined Houston Post as a reporter, columnist and occasional cartoonist. त्याने ॲज अ रिपोर्टर, कॉलमनिस्ट, रिपोर्टर मीन्स वार्ताहर, कॉलमनिस्ट मीन्स वॉट? स्तंभलेखक, अँड ऑकेजनल कार्टूनिस्ट म्हणून काम करायला त्याने सुरुवात केली. द स्टोरी द कोप अँड द अँथम इज वन ऑफ द ओ हेनरीज वेल नोन स्टोरीज. To describe this style of writing, people have often used the term smile with tears, which implies his twisted way of thoughts and endings in almost every story. See, this story, The Cope and the Anthem, is the well-known story of O. Henry. And his writing style is different. त्याच्या रायटिंग स्टाईलविषयी बोलताना लोक म्हणतात की स्माईल विथ टीयर्स, दोघंही एकाच वेळी, असं रायटिंग स्टाईल है ना या लेखकाचं आहे. ट्विस्टेड वे ऑफ थॉट्स अँड एंडिंग्स इज इन ऑलमोस्ट एव्हरी स्टोरी. ट्विस्टेड मग असा ट्विस्ट असतो की एकाच वेळी अश्रूही येतात आणि हसूही चेहऱ्यावरती येतं. इन दिस स्टोरी द मेन कॅरेक्टर, दॅट इज सोपी, इज अ vagabond and a person with criminal background. Actually, the protagonist means the main character of this story is Soapy and he is vagabond means what? Homeless. कसा आहे तो? होमलेस आहे. and a person with criminal background. बॅकग्राऊंड सुद्धा कसं आहे त्याचं? क्रिमिनल बॅकग्राऊंड, गुन्हेगारी प्रवृत्तीचं. He makes different plans to re-enter the prison as he has no shelter to protect himself from the severe winter. See, he makes different plans to re-enter the prison. It means what? He had already entered in the prison for so many times. या आधीही तो प्रिझनमध्ये जाऊन आलेला आहे. But in this story, he is planning to re-enter in the prison as he has no shelter to protect himself from the severe winter. Of course, friends, as we have seen that in our activities, we said that we use different ways to protect ourselves. But there are so many people in this world who has no home. ज्या लोकांना स्वतःचं घर नाही आहे, अशी भरपूर लोक आहेत या जगामध्ये. Then what about those peoples who do not have home? Of course, they find the shelter somewhere to protect themselves from the cold. In the same way, Soapy also tries to find the shelter to protect himself from the cold atmosphere, and that shelter is Blackwell Island, that is Winter Island, that is prison. The story ends in an unexpected way. O. Henry has depicted Soapy's futile attempts to get arrested in a very humorous way. Actually, he tried so many things to enter into the jail, but all his futile attempts are explained in this story. The cope and the anthem is about freedom and confinement. Initially, Soapy feels that there is a freedom from miseries and worries. Freedom from what? Freedom from miseries and worries in confinement, in prison. सोपीचं म्हणणं काय होतं की प्रिझनमध्ये जाणं म्हणजे कुठल्याही मेजरीज आणि वरीजपासून सुटका मिळणं, त्यापासून फ्रीडम है ना. ते प्रिझनचं लाईफ म्हणजे मजेशीर वाटायचं त्याला. The notes of Anthem transform him from within and he resolves to work hard. Actually, when he heard the notes of Anthem and that anthem transformed him within and he resolves to work hard. आणि तेव्हा तो खूप हार्डवर्क करण्याचं ठरवतो. Soapy faces the irony of fate as the moment he realizes the real freedom lies in a virtuous life. He is taken into confinement. Actually, what happened at the moment, at the same time, when he realized about the real freedom of life that lies in virtuous life, moral life, you know. But what happened at the same time? He is taken into confinement, taken into prison. Actually, the island mentioned here is Blackwell's Island, now known as Roosevelt Island, a narrow island in the East River, New York City. न्यूयॉर्क सिटीमध्ये असलेलं हे आयलंड आहे, रूझवेल्ट आयलंड. On this island are rehabilitation of institutions, that is a prison, lunatic asylum, charity hospitals, etc. असं तिथे आहे आणि म्हणून त्याचा रेफरन्स इथे देण्यात आलेला आहे. ॲक्च्युली विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, ही स्टोरी इथून सुरू होते की सोपी लेफ्ट his bench and strolled out of the square and across the level of sea asphalt. इथून स्टोरी सुरू होते, पण त्याच्या आधीचा जो पार्ट आहे तो मला थोडा तुम्हाला इथे सांगायचा आहे. ॲक्च्युली न्यूयॉर्कमध्ये मेडिसिन स्क्वेअर नावाचं एक छान पार्क आहे आणि हा जो मेन कॅरेक्टर आहे, प्रोटॅगॉनिस्ट आहे या स्टोरीचा, तो त्या पार्कमधल्या बेंचवर बसलाय, खूप अस्वस्थ आहे. कोल्ड ॲटमॉस्फिअर आहे, विंटर सीझन आहे. अँड वाय ही इज नर्वस? बिकॉज ही इज थिंकिंग टू प्रोटेक्ट हिमसेल्फ फ्रॉम दिस विंटर, फ्रॉम दिस कोल्ड, है ना. स्वतःला कसं प्रोटेक्ट करायचं या कोल्डपासून याचा तो विचार करतोय. सो ही डिसाइडेड टू गो टू द ब्लॅकवेल आयलंड. आणि म्हणून तो काय ठरवतो? ॲज युजल. ॲज युजल मीन्स वॉट? ॲज एव्हरी इयर ही प्लॅन्स टू गो टू एंटर इन टू द प्रिझन फॉर विंटर सीझन, नियर अबाउट फॉर 3 months, है ना. दॅट इज द बेस्ट प्रोटेक्शन फॉर हिम from the winter season. Actually, Soapy is homeless. Only that bench in that park is the home for Soapy. So students, in this video, we have solved the icebreakers of this lesson as well as learned about the writer of this story, that is O. Henry, and also learn the short summary of the cope and the anthem. In our next video, we will start the lesson. Stay home, stay safe.